What's up, everybody? Dr. Daryl here. Hope you're doing great. So this morning I was on Good Day Chicago. It was a really fun segment, and we were talking about the upcoming summer holidays. This weekend specifically being Memorial Day. And for a minute there, I just want to take a moment to really remember why we're celebrating Memorial Day this weekend. Yes, you're going to go out having parties and picnics and barbecues and all fun things like that, so please be safe. But ultimately, this is about honoring the brave men and women, the service men and women who died for our very freedom. So thank you so much for who you are and what you've done and what you're doing out there. We just appreciate you more than you know. But anyway, we were talking about sugar, all right, my favorite topic, or one of my favorite topics, and why it's so important this time of year we need to be mindful of sugar. And one of the reasons why is that we are so addicted to it. I mean, sugar is something that we are consuming more than we've ever have. I mean, I'm not talking about the white sugar or like the candy bars. I'm talking about the sugar that literally snuck its way into our diets, hiding in so many different foods like pasta sauces and salad dressings and protein bars and all things like that, right? It's everywhere. In fact, you go into a grocery store, 74% of the foods have added sugar to it, which is insane. But again, we're addicted. I mean, the average American is consuming 130 pounds a year of this white stuff. It's insane, right? Think about that. That's about 38 teaspoons a day. And here's the problem with that. After 6 to 9 teaspoons, the body can't metabolize it anymore. It literally becomes a liver toxin. Your body starts to store it as fat, it drives up inflammation, your triglycerides, it just becomes this kind of vicious cycle until we start to change. So ultimately, we gotta get off that stress eating roller coaster, and around the holidays, it becomes even more challenging because at these different parties and barbecues, what are we finding? We're finding like chips and salsa and ice cream and blah, 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 right? All the things that taste yummy but are loaded with sugar. So first and foremost, it's not about deprivation. It's not about giving up the foods that you love, right? It's really about finding your own balance, something that works for you. And I think the worst way to go about that is quitting cold turkey. I mean, I tried for years to do that. It just never works. Some people do it that way, and to them, kudos. But again, you're not really addressing the underlying causes of why we're addicted to sugar in the first place. So I don't believe in just giving it up. I don't think it is the best approach. I really want to talk about like adding in foods that really strengthen your body from the inside out. So again, not about giving up the foods that you love. It's about finding healthier versions of the food that you love and incorporating those. So number one, you have that same taste profile, but number two, you don't feel deprived, right? Very important for our psychology. We want to win this war against sugar. So I have a bunch of swaps right here. We went over one on Good Day Chicago because it was just, we were talking and there just wasn't enough time. So I want to kind of go over them. So the first one was cheese and crackers, which is like an appetizer staple for parties and things like that. So we're going to swap that for one of my favorite recipes. It's called Key Lime Watermelon Blast. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take watermelon, you're gonna cut up, and you can get like a little cookie cutter. You can take like a shot glass, and so you get like tiny small little bites like that. Over here, oh, right here, we have these like little hearts or these like little flowers, or you could do a star or whatever it is, right? Get fun with this, make these for the kids. Trust me, make extra for the kids because these are not gonna last. These will go quickly. And then you're adding 3 ingredients. So watermelon, who doesn't love watermelon? It's a summer favorite. And then we're stepping it up with 3 ingredients. You're gonna basically put a little Himalayan salt on that. You're gonna do some lime juice and then a couple of mint leaves. And then boom, you just do that as one shot. And I'm telling you, you make a whole tray of that. People are gonna love that, and they're not gonna miss the cheese and crackers, which by the way, are what I call WMDs for the gut. They are literally weapons of mass destruction because they are loaded with sugar. They're gonna drive up inflammation in your body, and again, they cause leaky gut. So we're gonna lose the chips and the cheese and the crackers, and then we're gonna go with these Key Lime Watermelon Blast. All right, number 2, burgers. Burgers are out. Sorry guys. And gals. In is gonna be the avocado keto wraps, one of my favorite recipes in my latest book, Get Off Your Sugar. So again, the burger, it's really more about like the bun and the condiments because that's where all the sugar's hidden. I mean, if you look at like the bun, all right, which is the top and the bottom, that's like eating a candy bar. Literally, it's the same amount of sugar as eating a candy bar. And then you add in like your ketchup or your barbecue sauce. You know, a lot of these brands, a half of cup of their specific sauce is equivalent to another candy bar. So you're having 2 candy bars for that. So again, we want to get these avocado keto wrap-ups. Avocado is the best food in the world. It's what I call God's butter. I mean, it has all the macros that you need. It's got vitamins and minerals. It's a healthy plant-based keto fat. So it's going to satiate you. It's going to suppress your hunger. It's going to give you good energy, right, for the party, whatever you're doing. And then you get a bunch of vegetable slices, put that in there. I love to add broccoli sprouts. Sprouts, probably the most nutritious food in the world because they are 30 times more nutritious than the vegetable counterpart. So broccoli, sprouts, broccoli, right? The sprouts are 30 times more nutritious. Plus, it's the #1 most powerful anti-cancer fighting food in the world. So I love these broccoli sprouts. You can throw some hummus in there. And if you want to add a little protein, what I'll do is like grill up a little wild-caught salmon, just slice that up and throw that into the wraps. And then instead of using like a corn or wheat tortilla, what we're going to use is like a butter lettuce wrap or a romaine lettuce wrap. So we're keeping it super healthy, and they're yummy, and they are going to really replace the burger. You're not going to miss that either. All right, ice cream and popsicles. Yep, we're going to get rid of that because they're loaded with sugar. I don't need to tell you that. But I got a great replacement, coconut pops. And we'll get the recipes out for all these because each one has a recipe for it. But yeah, I mean, the ice cream, lots of unhealthy fats and lots of crap in there, right? CRAP. You ever hear me say that one? Completely refined and processed crap. Unhealthy fats, which are worse than sugar, but ultimately it's loaded with sugar. So these coconut pops are amazing because it's gonna satisfy you on that hot summer day because it's a nice icy treat. They're easy to make. You can get some fun molds for the kids, and it's very simple. It's coconut water, coconut milk. You're adding some vanilla. The recipe is really, really simple, and it doesn't take a lot of time. And I'm telling you, tastes as good as the real thing. So you're gonna make these coconut pops. What's next? Oh, and by the way, what I like to do with the coconut pops, instead of using sugar or coconut sugar, which still has about 40% fructose, we can sweeten it up with something like stevia or something like monk fruit. Again, what I like about those is that it's not gonna spike your insulin, right? So every time we eat sugar, you dump insulin into the blood, and then what happens? Inflammation, we store fat, not good. In fact, the research shows the more insulin we dump into our blood in the course of a lifetime, we die sooner, our longevity lessens. So a good swap for that would be something like a monk fruit or a stevia to give you that sweet taste in those coconut pops. And I'm telling you, they are creamy, they're delicious. My kids eat them up like you can't imagine, your kids will too. And then the last one is like the lemonade, the iced tea, the fruit juice. I mean, yeah, these all taste great, but why do they taste great? Because they're sugar water. So what are we gonna drink instead? We're gonna drink water. Yes, I know, water is boring. We gotta step that up a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that water what I call acid kicking. You can add some lemon slices, some lime slices, some grapefruit slices. And if you're out, what's great about those citric acid fruits is that they are acidic outside the body, but when you drink them and they get metabolized, they have an alkaline forming effect. So they literally will help you repel bugs, things like mosquitoes, which I hate. So grapefruit, lemon, limes, that's awesome. If you want more of like a sweet twist to that, you can get a big pitcher with some blueberries and some strawberries and some raspberries and some lower glycemic fruit. The berries are the best. And then if you want to take it one step further and make it really acid kicking, get a scoop of my acid kicking greens or my acid kicking minerals. Especially at like the parties, the acid kicking minerals, the strawberry kiwi, it's that nice pink color, and it actually tastes really awesome. I call it the Gatorade of the 21st century, a healthy version, of course. And we need more minerals. When we're out there, we're in the sun, we're like losing electrolytes, we're sweating, we have to remineralize. And one of the biggest reasons why we crave sugar is a mineral deficiency, especially magnesium. Right? Remember, it takes about 56 molecules of magnesium just to neutralize 1 molecule of sugar. So we need more minerals, we need more healthy fats, more greens, more chlorophyll-rich foods. And if we do that, I promise you will not feel deprived, and you're gonna have one of the most amazing picnics and barbecues, and your guests are gonna be like, whoa, where did that come from? How'd you make that? So we'll get the recipes out to you. And I wanna know what your recipes are. Tell me what you love to make on the holidays, at the barbecues. What's a good, healthy swap for something that's out there? I would love to hear it. So drop those below for me. All right, everyone, be safe. Have an amazing weekend. Remember why we're celebrating this weekend.